Hey, it's Real Historian, and it's cold outside. Colder than a dog's hind leg, as my grandmother would say. I wanted to get back on here because yesterday I did a little rant about what's going on down in Florida, but we know that what's going on down there is happening across the United States. So rather than just rant, I wanted to give you some action items, some things you can do to stand in the breach, as it were, and speak up for what you believe in. One of the things you can do is to write or call your state legislators. Those are the people serving in your state legislature, not the big ones, not the ones that are in our national Congress, but the ones in your state legislature, to register your concern about the trend that's going on there, because it's not just Florida that's having these issues. There are book bans going on everywhere, and people are watching what's going on in Florida, and at least politicians are, and they're going to try to replicate what's happening down there. So reach out to your state representatives in your state legislature, because I can guarantee you that the people who believe in this crap about woke indoctrination, they've been calling, they've been speaking, they've been writing to their representatives. So you have to stand up against that, and don't let their voices be the only ones that are being heard. Another thing you can do is to find a parents organization, parents group that represents the way you believe about this. If you don't want to see books banned in your school and your libraries, or your school libraries, that is, and you're concerned about the fact that certain courses that should be available to your child to take and to learn from aren't going to be there, join one of these parents organizations that align with your beliefs and see what kind of action items that they have planned for your local community. Something else you can do is to find the resources that are already freely available to you and to your teachers, and make sure everybody knows about it. There are TED Ed lessons that are developed by historians. I've developed one on the Civil War and the Lost Cause. There's tons of them out there. There are things on YouTube. And right here on TikTok are some great history lessons being offered by historians with PhDs. And I recommend them highly. One person who comes top of mind is PhD Rachel. So check out her TikToks. Another thing you can do is to write letters to the editor of your local newspaper, or if you're, got more to say and you want to write an op-ed, pitch an op-ed to your local paper. And to all my historian peeps out there, those of you who have been doing this work all along, don't stop. Those public historians out there working in museums, historic sites that are creating resources for teachers, don't stop doing that. And to those of you who teach at community colleges or at universities or whatever, I ask that you, if you've got the skills, write some op-eds. But also make yourself available for interviews by the local television station, by the local radio station, podcasters, you name it. The main takeaway for all of this is that you have to let your voice be heard. Do not let other groups, do not let politicians speak for you. Use your voice. We can stand up to this.